What's something your kid did that brought you to tears? My 8-year-old son Theo has always been the quiet one. While his older brother Jamie makes friends everywhere, Theo sticks to his handful of close buddies and keeps to himself. I'm a single mom working 2 jobs just to keep us afloat, so mornings are always rushed. That Tuesday started like any other. Theo asked if we had extra money for milk at school. I was digging through my purse for lunch money and had to tell him no. We were tight until Friday's paycheck. He just nodded and packed his usual peanut butter sandwich without complaining. The rest of the week was chaos. Work was insane, Jamie had soccer practice, and I was running on coffee fumes. Then Thursday afternoon, the school cafeteria called. Mrs. Rodriguez from the lunch office said Theo hadn't been eating. When they asked him about it, he kept saying he wasn't hungry. I brushed it off at first. Kids go through phases. But when they called again Friday, I got worried. That night, I sat Theo down at our kitchen table. His little legs swung from the chair as he avoided eye contact. "Buddy, the school says you're not eating lunch. What's going on?" He shrugged. "Just not hungry." I knew that was bull. This kid could demolish a whole pizza if I let him. I pressed harder, using my mom voice that meant business. "Theodore James, tell me the truth." His bottom lip started trembling. Finally, it all came out. There was a new kid in his class, Adrian, who never brought lunch. He just sat there during lunchtime, sometimes nibbling on napkin corners when he thought no one was looking. "He looks so sad, Mom," Theo whispered. His tummy made noises during math class. My heart sank. "So you've been giving him your lunch?" Theo nodded, tears now flowing. "I told everyone he was my cousin visiting so nobody would tease him. Miss Kelly didn't know he wasn't supposed to get free lunch." I wanted to cry right there. Here I was, stressed about money and barely keeping our heads above water, and my baby was out there sharing what little he had. The next morning, I called the school. Turns out Adrian was in emergency foster care. His placement had fallen through and he was staying with a temporary guardian who didn't know about school lunch procedures. The paperwork was still being processed. I met with Mrs. Peterson, the temporary guardian, that afternoon. She was overwhelmed, caring for 3 emergency placements while working full-time. She had no idea Adrian wasn't eating. That Monday, I started packing 2 lunches. Double sandwiches, extra fruit, cookies when I could afford them. Mrs. Peterson tried to pay me back, but I refused. We were barely scraping by, but we weren't desperate like Adrian. The 2 boys became inseparable. Adrian started coming over after school sometimes. He was polite, always offering to help with dishes or homework. Watching them share Pokemon cards on our ratty couch made every extra dollar spent worth it. 3 months later, Adrian got placed with a permanent family across town. Both boys cried when he had to switch schools. They promised to stay in touch, but you know how it is with kids. Years passed. Theo grew up still quiet but confident. He volunteered at the food bank, joined peer tutoring, always looking out for the underdogs. Senior year, he got accepted into a volunteer program teaching English in Costa Rica. The night before he left, I found a note on my dresser. "You always said help people even when you don't have much. I watched you do it every day. Now it's my turn. Love you, Mom." I cried reading that note harder than I'd cried in years. Not sad tears, but proud ones.